49ers are frauds! Okay, fraud's probably not the correct term, but they got outplayed on every single level last night, and I don't want to hear they were missing Trent, they were missing Debo. They got destroyed. A couple weeks ago, we were saying, hey, we don't know if this team can be stopped. Now we're starting to wonder what's wrong. Also, fun fact about Kyle Shanahan, when he's losing by 3 points or more going into the second half of a game, his record is like 2-33. Oh! Anyway, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to NFL Deal or No Deal. For those who are new to these videos, basically I just made a tweet asking you guys to give me potential realistic trades that could happen before the deadline, and there's a chance that I would react to it in a video, which is going to be right now. Couple of plugs real quick. Don't forget to use code WyattzWorld on G Fuel or Prize Picks. You can save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products or match up to $100 of your first deposit. Also, basketball fans, tonight is the final night to sign up in time to take advantage of the Steph Curry free square. 1 point and his entry wins. Don't waste a golden opportunity, but I'm done blabbing now. Let's get into NFL Deal or No Deal. Alright guys, so here is the tweet. There's my Twitter handle if you guys want to follow to participate in future videos. And as you can see, we have 861 replies to go over. However, I am very confident that at least 500 of these are trolls. So this one's from Beezus. He says the Bills receive Jerry Jeudy or Cortland Sutton and Patrick Surtain. Denver receives a first-round pick and Davis if the initial trade doesn't go through. Dude, if you think we're gonna get Pat Surtain and one of those receivers for a first-round pick, you are out of your mind. And even if you did add Gabe Davis, like, no, that's not nearly enough, man. PS2 is like multiple first round picks. Would I do it? Absolutely. Would Denver do it? No. This one's from Aaron Knows Ball. He says Chase Young to Baltimore for a third. I wouldn't do it yet if I was the Commanders. I would try to get more, I should say. At least like a third and a fourth, or a third and a fifth, or like a second or something. But that would probably be too high for some people. Either you're really high on Chase Young, or you probably think that he's a flop at this point. Me, personally, I don't think this is enough for him. NFC North Central here says Brian Burns to Detroit for Jamison Williams in a fifth. I'm not doing that if I'm Carolina. I'm gonna need a lot more back for Brian Burns. For one, Jamison Williams is not really looking that terrific. And for two, a fifth round pick is just, that's not nearly enough. I agree with Connor here. Brian Burns is a lot better than people think. And I think a lot of the reason people don't think that he is a top player is because he doesn't get 20 sacks a year. But they also don't understand how disruptive this guy is at a constant. He's a different kind of player than you're used to seeing. Watson to Cooper says Titans trade D-Hop, Browns trade a fourth round pick. This sounds kind of insane, but I think if I was the Titans right now, I would do it. I would do it to dump his contract, and I would do it to just get him out of the organization, because it's only going to get worse with his attitude going forward. I think I would do it. I'd take the fourth round. Now we got one from Terry Cook, and he says the Falcons get Chase Young, the Commanders get a third and a fourth. Okay, so that's like what I was talking about a couple trades ago. This, I would probably do, but just a third wouldn't be enough. Kason Brennan says Chiefs send a second round pick to the Colts to get Michael Pittman. I would, yeah, I'd do that. Both sides I would. The Chiefs, they're so close to a ring at all times. A second round pick ain't nothing to them, especially for a good receiver. And the Colts, now that they know they have Josh Downs, like, they can part ways with Pittman and try and get someone else next offseason. Here's one for the Chiefs again. It says the Bengals get Kadarius Toney in a sixth rounder. The Chiefs get Tyler Boyd. I'm not doing that if I'm the Bengals. Tyler Boyd has much more value than that. He's a better receiver than Kadarius Toney, and he is worth much more than a sixth round pick. Roy Drawl here says Jags get Buda Baker, Cardinals get a 2024 second round pick. Yeah, I think I would. He's only like 27. You can get 4 or 5 great years out of him yet, and he would deeply, deeply help the Jags secondary. MT Revenge Season says Danielle Hunter to the Ravens for a second and a fourth. No deal. He's a game changer, man. He's an absolute monster. A second and a fourth is not bad value. I'm just saying, my personal take, I would not let him go for anything under a first round pick. Zandy Zane says, oh, I hate your name. He says Desmond Ridder, AJ Terrell, and 2 first round picks for Lamar Jackson. Oh, fuck, man. I'll tell you what, Desmond and 2 first rounders, you got a deal. Desmond, 2 first rounders in Tyler Algier, you got a deal. Desmond, 2 first rounders in Drake London, you probably could get me to strike a deal there. But Desmond, AJ, and 2 first, I That is where I draw the line, I think. He's such a key part of that defense, man, and he's one of those players that they've wished they've had forever, and now that they finally got him, they can't let him go. All right, next trade's from Martin. He says the Jets receive Ryan Tannehill. The Titans receive a 2024 fifth-round pick. Yeah. If I'm the Jets, I'm going to try and get someone who can throw the ball better than Zach, Ryan Ken. If I'm the Titans, I'm going to take anything I can get for Ryan Tannehill because after this year, he is donezo. So why not? Here's one from Cody that says the Vikings get Kyler, the Cardinals get Kirk in a fourth. You got that mixed up the completely other way. It should be the Cardinals giving more to get Kirk, not the Vikings giving more to get Kyler. I don't know if everybody knows this about me yet or not. I would take Kirk over Kyler 365 days a year. There is not a situation that does not involve running where I would take Kyler over Kirk. I think Kirk is better at him at throwing the football on every single aspect. Here's one from Evan. He says the Ravens get Devontae Smith, the Eagles get 2 second-round picks and Rashad Bateman. Holy shit. I mean, I'm taking that if I'm the Eagles. I don't think the Ravens are giving that up, though. Ethan McKnight says Mike Evans for DK straight up. So you're just asking me who's a better receiver. Mike Evans. This is interesting. Fennec says Pat Surtain in a second for Tyreek Hill. The value is good. I don't think I would do it, and I don't think Miami would do it either, though. Tyreek is just like, he's too much of an asset there. That's kind of crazy to say, by the way, because Tyreek Hill at this point in his career is 29 years old, and I probably still would have a hard time doing that. This one's from Trace Ketron. He says, Cowboys get Brandon Ayuk for a 4th-round pick and Michael Gallup. There is no shot in fucking hell the 49ers even consider that. Michael Gallup has looked horrible this year, and a 4th-round pick for Brandon Ayuk? I don't mean to single you out, man, but that's got to be one of the worst trades I think I've ever seen. Here's one from Plong. He says TJ Watt to the Jags for Trayvon Walker and 2 first-round picks. So essentially, that's 3, first-round picks because you have the first overall pick 2 years ago and 2 firsts. That's nuts, but no, not even close. The only way I would trade TJ Watt is if the person I was trading with literally cut off and sent me their foot along with everything else. It's Demand says Juju Smith-Schuster for a bag of chips. It depends on the chips. Like nacho cheese Dorito, he ain't worth that. Sour cream and onion Lay's? Alright, we could probably make a deal. Authentically LA says Rams get Derwin James, Chargers get a 1st and a 3rd. That'd be crazy. Same stadium, but different teams. That's close. I think the Chargers would try and get a little bit more for Derwin, but if I was the Rams giving up that to get him, he is absolutely worth that if you're asking me. Negan here says Derrick Henry to the Ravens for a 3rd. Yeah. If I'm the Ravens, I'm doing that, and if I'm the Titans, I'm taking a 3rd-round pick for Derrick Henry, and I'm dumping that contract. Like I said, man, Derrick Henry's got 1 or 2 prime years left, and in that time frame, the Titans are not gonna win a Super Bowl. My boy Clay here says Garrett Wilson for Kamara and Chris Olave. Not a chance. I love you, Clay, but I think Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave are essentially like equal value. So adding Kamara just completely offsets it, and if it was a swap, it wouldn't make sense to begin with. Cillian says Steelers get Pat Surtain, Broncos get a 1st-rounder, a 5th-rounder, and Levi Wallace. No, I need more for Pat Surtain if I'm the Broncos. Patriots fan says Hunter Renfrow, I'm assuming, to the Patriots for a 4th? Yep, done deal. Take it. Period says Chiefs give up a 2024 3rd. Cardinals give up Hollywood Brown. I'm doing that. Both sides, absolutely. Okay, before we end the video today, you guys just want to go swim through some of the trolls that I have to deal with? Matt Canada and Levi Wallace for Pat Surtain. Leonard Fournette for 3 used condoms. CMC to the Vikings for a 7th. Bills trade Ken Dorsey for Steve Harvey to be their new OC. There, you happy trolls there. Anyway, guys, that is going to be all for today's video of Deal or No Deal. Like I said, I do Twitter videos periodically, so go ahead and follow my account if you want to participate in future videos. Anyway, with everything I just said, I'm going to hop off and get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. You know the drill. You know how to show support. And with everything I just said, I will see you in the next video.